So, and also the frequent eating. Eating around the clock is definitely going to contribute to you becoming insulin resistant, which is going to contribute, which is going to make you type 2 diabetic. Therefore, stop eating so frequently. Just stop it. It's not necessary. The idea that you're going to starve, where'd you get that idea from? You have to ask yourself, because once again, these are the uncomfortable conversations that we have to have with ourselves and with the community at large. Where did you get the idea that you're going to starve? Ask yourself that. The idea that you have to eat 2 to 3 hours in order to regulate your blood sugar. Where did you get that idea from? You're trying to tell me that if you were not living in this society called America, where you have food on demand, you're trying to tell me that if you were anywhere else, that you would just die if you weren't able to eat every 2 to 3 hours? Then how's everybody else doing? How are the people who are actually truly really facing food shortages surviving longer without type 2 diabetes? And the people who have the foods are saying that they can't go without the foods while also being insulin resistant and diabetic. Think about where you got that information from. And when you follow the breadcrumbs, you're going to see that it comes from the food industry. It comes from the same associations that actually benefit from you being sick. Whether you like it or not, you have a whole entire system benefiting from our ignorance, meaning our lack of knowledge about a certain subject, benefiting from our suffering, meaning that we're dealing with the side effects, we're dealing with the complications, and they're benefiting from us being compliant to the advice that doesn't work. And we're committed to the food that the same system is improving. You got to look at the word FDA. I didn't make this up. It's called Food Drug Administration. We're talking about the same administration that's going to approve the foods that you're going to see on the shelf that's going to ultimately make you sick when you continuously eat them, which will send you to your doctor, who will then prescribe you medication that was also approved by the FDA. And it's a hustle. It's a perfect hustle as far as perfect being making money wise. But that extracts out the morals and the ethics. But you have to understand that they don't like you like that. And I've been saying this for a long time, nor should you even be concerned about them liking you like that. They've shown their hands, they've shown their cards. And it's up to us now to take ownership, accountability, to do what we need to do for ourselves, but also for our family members, and pull them out of that system and pull them out of that thinking, because it is this thinking that has us looking and thinking that it just runs in our family. This is like a generational curse. We just have high blood pressure. We're just diabetic. That's just how things are. No, that is not how things are. You have to get outside of that thinking that causes that perpetual cycle. So I hope that makes sense. Type 2 diabetes is reversible. To wrap up with the frequent eating, stop eating so much. Stop eating so frequently. It's not a requirement. Stop thinking that you have to manually regulate your blood sugar. Your liver does that. You're not a liver. You have a liver, but you're not a liver. You really think that your body's not intelligent enough to regulate your blood sugar? I mean, I'm sitting here, and we all can do this, but I'm sitting here, I'm speaking with you, I'm blinking my eyes, I'm breathing, I'm wiggling my toes, I'm watching out at the peripheral of my vision to see if anything is going on. I'm thinking about my next thought. I'm doing all these things without really consciously trying to do it. I'm just doing it. And all of us can do this. You walk and you chew gum and you breathe while you're doing that, and you're stabilizing yourself. You're trying to tell me that the body, very same body that can do all of those things at one time without you constantly trying to make it do it, all of a sudden is like clumsy when it comes to trying to balance your blood sugar? Come on. Just think about the foolishness that has been taught to us when it comes to these conditions. And that foolishness has been taught to us and given to us because it benefits them. It benefits their bottom line at the end of the day. And many of us, unfortunately, are part of that revenue that's being generated. So if you want to get out of that game, stop eating so frequently. Fast.